Today, I am ambitiously taking my cooking skills to the next level. From microwave maestro to gourmet guru. How am I going to achieve that? Well, I'll be cooking my brother a gourmet 2-course meal involving lobster. And yes, I did prepare the lobster from scratch and heavily traumatized myself. But before we dive into the cooking, let's see where this all started. Food in our family is like our universal language of love and celebration. It's how we say happy birthday, congratulations, or damn bro, you're killing it. But there's one dish that stands out above the rest and is the crown jewel of our family feasts: lobster. Birthdays, graduations, job promotion, you name it. Chances are, lobster will be on the menu. Now, I've always had a love and hate relationship with lobster. Love to eat it, hate to pick away from the shells. It's a mess. I mean, I just want to eat the food, because I'm just a big hungry kid. What can I say? My brother, on the other hand, can't get enough of the stuff. And believe me, he's always asking for it. Like, literally, every single time. It's kind of his thing. But with the rising cost of living and inflation, nowadays a good lobster can set you back 60 to 80 pounds, which if you ask me is outrageous. So one day whilst I was watching the waiter bring out this grand lobster, I had a thought, a very egotistical thought. I could totally do that. So armed with nothing but sheer determination and a lackluster track record in the kitchen, I embarked on this culinary quest to wine and dine Aiden with a 2-course gourmet meal. I knew that this was no easy feat, so going into this journey, I was really nervous about the lobster. But they say nothing calms your nerves more than the gentle words of your loved ones. So I called my mum.
Once you chopped it, you need to get the back of the chopper. You might want to break it by cutting it into little tiny pieces, or make the bones break so it's easier to do.
Well, that didn't help at all. So I distracted myself by equipping my kitchen with the necessary tools to aid me on my quest. A chef's hat to feel like Gordon Ramsay, an apron to hide the inevitable stains, and a knife forged from the finest Japanese steel. What? This is so cool. Candles, food dome, glasses, and a menu cover add up to a total spend of a cool £167. A small price to pay for culinary greatness, right? We then ventured into the heart of Chinatown to acquire the ingredients for my dish, and more importantly, the lobster.
What's going through your head? Doesn't feel nice. A lobster, please. £28. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So equipment, check. Ingredients, check. Unwavering confidence in myself. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. For the first dish, I'll be cooking a tom yum goong, which is a fragrant and flavourful prawn soup from Thailand, made with lemongrass, lime, and a bit of spice.
We add a little bit of spice.
And of course, the first step is nice and easy.
Remove the head and add them to the pan for the
Chef, are you sure? The prawn head is surprisingly packed with flavour, so frying the head along with the shrimp shells will add so much prawn flavour to the soup. It's full of prawn fat which can caramelise when gently fried.
How is the shrimp taken care of, do you know?
They were raised in a beautiful sea farm.
Interesting fact about shrimp is that you actually need to devein the shrimp before serving.
Stick your thing in and you can easily, yes, the vein has been extracted.
Now that the shrimp has been taken care of, I then expertly cut up the rest of our ingredients like lemongrass, lime, and galangal, which is a root that is used in many Asian cuisines, which is spicy and peppery in taste.
I might ask you, what's an appropriate amount of galangal to put in your tom yum soup? And the answer really is that it depends. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. It's my first time making this.
Stop. You're going to remove all that stuff.
Well, you know, the traditional Thai people, they serve it with the shrimp head. And just say I was going to remove it.
We then deglaze the shrimp with water and add the chopped up ingredients and evaporated milk. And for the secret ingredient, the tom yum
paste.
A quick taste test, perfection. It is now time to place up. This was my first time making this dish, and I'm really hoping that Aiden likes the food. I spent a really long time preparing for this, so fingers crossed. We have the menu, and we shall be serving your appetizers shortly. Would you like to take a look?
Tom Yum soup.
Dish for tonight, we have the Tom Yum soup. Bon appetit. Let me get you some cutlery. Voila. Oh, be shy. Oh, go straight for the shell.
It's actually really good.
Yes, I like it.
It's really good, Brandon. Actually, I think you can see it's so rich with the flavour. You obviously went to the seafood market before. It's honestly really good. Very, very fresh.
I'll just let you.
Alright, I'm done.
So, he was very impressed. This was fantastic. All was going according to my plan. 1. I make the Tom Yum Goong. 2. Aiden loves the Tom Yum Goong. 3. I murdered a lobster. Wait, I murdered a lobster? It seems I forgot that I would have to prepare the lobster from scratch.
I'm trying to distract myself with the arithmetics because we have a dead lobster in the sink, which I have to worry about later. This is pretty peaceful. The nightmare fuel comes afterwards. Now, the first thing you do with lobster is that you gotta make sure that the urine is all out.
Suddenly, this feels less like cooking and more like a horror movie. But surely, it can't get much worse.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I lied. It got horribly more worse. You know, when I thought about cooking lobster, I never really thought about how it was made. Maybe it was something magical and nice that happened in a faraway kitchen where the lobsters lived happily. But in reality, that nice magic was the brutal mutilization of his lobster.
This bit is not for the faint-hearted. Chef, why? Chef, why, Chef, why?
At times like this, it's important to stay hydrated, so we took care of that.
Refreshing.
Horrible as it may look, preparing lobster like this is essential for exposing the meat of the lobster so that we can remove the waste from the lobster, like its gills, brains and poo, and then the remaining succulent pieces of meat can then be fried and soak up the delicious sauce and fragrant aromatics.
Already.
Rocket. Very nice.
And now the food can be plated up and served. Sir, the menu for your dinner has arrived. Your meal has arrived. Today we have a lobster and rice.
Oh wow, it smells really good.
Go ahead and take your first bite, Aiden.
Compliments to the chef. Honestly, man, this is so good. You don't understand, this is really, really good.
That's just good.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you. It's so rich, but not overpowering. The lobster meat is just cooked just right. Compliments to the chef.
Food in my family is the universal language of love and signals a time for celebration and happiness. Aiden, I hope I can make you a lobster sometime again soon.